Real Jersey Country, the new K98.5. John Rich in the studio with us today. I want to ask you about the Music Mafia first before we...
Okay.
What brought that on? I mean, where did that idea come from?
Well, for the folks out there that, Music Mafia, what in the world are you talking about? Especially in Jersey.
But you know what? They all know it.
Don't do they?
Don't sell it short, man. It's big.
All right.
And you are the Godfather. That's the way we look at it.
I got my ring on there.
There you go, man. Do I need to kiss you before you leave?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
But the Music Mafia basically is a group of people that we all kind of wound up in Nashville at the same time, and we were all a bunch of oddballs. Not your mainstream attitude about country music at all. You had Cowboy Troy, who's a 6'5", 260-pound black rapping cowboy.
And I love him. He's such a nice guy.
He raps in 3 different languages.
Yeah.
He's one guy. Big Kenny, myself, James Otto, Gretchen Wilson, 2-Foot Fred. I mean, all these people. And it was kind of like a circus of talent, but everybody was really, really good at what they did. And we figured if we all just bonded together, that if one of us ever hit, we'd shine light on the others, and if they hit, then it'd be like a ratchet moving up,
And it worked, didn't it?
It absolutely worked.
Yeah.
James has now had the most played song of the year in 2008.
We just added his new one.
Thank you. There you go.
Yeah.
I produced that record.
Oh, okay. Well, you produced everything. I mean, it's hard to find a record that doesn't have your name on it anymore.
Well, I've had a lot of people ask me to do that. A lot of it's because of the success of Music Mafia.
That's called talent, and you've got it, man.
Thanks.
In so many ways, I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Yeah. But right now, you're going to do a song for us, which you told us about earlier. Why don't you tell us about
Well,
that?
this is what country music's all about to me, and really what artists ought to be about, and that is always be open to the next idea and try to say something that, if it matters to you as an artist, and I am a country music fan, so being an artist and a fan of country music, if it matters to me, there's a good chance it's going to matter to a whole bunch of other people. And it just dawned on me the other day after watching the news that, man, some of these people slinging those billions and billions of dollars around are kind of out of touch with reality, because there's hardworking people all over this country going, what are you talking about, $700 billion? I mean, you can't even get your head around something like that.
Right.
And in the meantime, there's people losing their jobs, and it's rough. So I put this little song together that it's less than 2 weeks old. I'll record it in 3 days, and it will be on this new record. This goes out to all the hardworking men and women out there listening to the show right now. This is for you. It's called Shutting Detroit Down. My daddy taught me in this country everyone's the same. You work hard for your dollar and you never pass the blame when it don't go your way. And now I see all these big shots crying on my evening news about how they're losing billions, and it's up to me and you to come running to the rescue. Well, pardon me if I don't shed a tear, 'cause they're selling make-believe and we don't buy that here. 'Cause in the real world they're shutting Detroit down, while the boss man takes his bonus pay and jets on out of town. And DC's bailing out them bankers as the farmers auction ground. Yeah, while they're living it up on Wall Street in that New York City town, here in the real world they're shutting Detroit down. Here in the real world they're shutting Detroit down. Well, my granddaddy worked hard in that plant most all his life. Now his pension plan's been cut in half and he can't afford to die. And it's a crying shame, 'cause he ain't the one to blame. tell your friend it gets me fighting hand. 'Cause in the real world they're shutting Detroit down, while the boss man takes his bonus pay and jets on out of town. And DC's bailing out them bankers as a farmer's auction ground. Yeah, while they're living it up on Wall Street in that New York City town, here in the real world they're shutting Detroit down. Here in the real world they're shutting Detroit down. Here in the real world they're shutting Detroit down.
John Rich, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I want to ask you something. How long did it take you to write that one?
That took me about an hour, because it was just all I could think about, and I was pretty upset about just watching it all go down. And I think eventually we're going to be all right, but boy, it's going to be painful. And I don't feel like some of those folks up there feel the pain necessarily.
No, that's true. You're
when
right.
you show up in your private jet to pick up your bonus check, and you're begging taxpayers for billions of dollars, it's hard to be sympathetic, you know.
Really is, yeah.
But, you know, it's a catch-22 on certain levels. I don't know. I just hadn't heard a country song about it yet and wanted to put it down. So that's for all the working folks.
Well, it's a great song, and by the way, he's going to record that on Friday, right?
Yeah, on Friday.
And it's going to be on your new
It'll
album
be on
coming
the
out in
new
May.
Yes, sir. That's it. That's how it works.